Michigan State University, they're apologizing. They're apologizing for a display, Black History Month display. Okay, so it's Black History Month, and there's a mandate to honor Black people during the month of February, right? Michigan State, they put in their Wharton Center, which is their gift shop, notable figures like Harriet Tubman, Michelle Obama, and others, but they had them hanging on a wooden tree. It's a tree, hanging like a. I don't know why no one said, hey, maybe we shouldn't hang Black people from a tree as a display and a celebration of. Nobody said this was a problem.
So I'm asking everybody that's listening, if some point today you can Google the image, right? Yeah. Just look at the picture. There's no way in the world that display lasted 10 minutes in that facility. No way. I just refuse to believe that was a groupthink effort where somebody was like, hey, what do you think about this? And then they set it out there in the lobby and then opened the doors for business.
Right.
And it's a paper cutout. So it's an actual display. It looks displayish.
Right.
It's like a curio.
Right.
A curio. So it's a wooden tree cut out. And then there are actual dolls of prominent, notable Black history figures. Harriet Tubman is noticeable. Michelle Obama.
I think Barack Obama looks like he's on there.
Hanging from nooses on the display.
They are ropes.
Not accidental.
They're ropes.
Yeah, ropes
from the
with
neck.
nooses.
From the neck.
It's not like a Christmas tree.
So what you're saying is...
That's what I thought it was originally.
No,
I thought it was like pictures.
No. Michigan
dolls.
State. So you're saying you're a student at Michigan State.
I'm a student.
And you're like, la, 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 la. I'm walking through the gift shop. Let me get a T-shirt for my cousin. Oh.
And I see that. Doors locked is what I'm saying.
You locking the door?
I'm locking the doors.
And you're going to do what?
Everybody out front. Everybody out front. Manager, everybody working. I need y'all. Somebody's got to explain this. Somebody has to talk this, justify this, because I'm burning this place down.
You burning it down.
It's no in the world that lasted 10 minutes.
There's cops going to be called.
Sure, I'll take that one.
You're going to take that's going to be
one.
your Rosa Parks moment.
I'm not even a violent person, but it's
you're
no in
very
the world
calm.
you can see that and not be like, who the F? What are y'all doing?
Right.
How did this get here?
So you're like, where's the lighter department? Because I'm about to torch this particular thing right here.
And Michigan
and
State.
we're not condoning that.
The views expressed by the
at
show's
all.
producers
We're not saying
and its
anyone
guests
should
are
do
not
that.
This is
necessarily
metaphorical.
those of Karen Hunter or Sirius
Thank
XM.
you.
So I walk that back. This is metaphorical. In theory, in your example,
right?
Hypothetical. In a dream sequence,
right?
That's how I would feel. That I would think that I would do,
right?
But
in reality, you just want some explanation.
No, in reality, I would lock the doors though.
You would lock the doors and have some explanation.
Oh, they got to talk.
Now, would you stomp on it?
I would destroy it within seconds.
Okay.
Within seconds.
And I would gather up Harriet Tubman and bring her to my bosom just to make sure she's okay.
but
she spent her whole entire life freeing Black people to be hung on a tree. Are you serious right now?
Here's the problem.
On, y'all.
It speaks to what you were saying earlier about how these curriculums, because we're 10 years removed from kids doing actual book reports on real civil rights and Black history. Right. Like it's so everything. We're so post-racial, and no one sees color.
We're colorblind.
That you got young people in their 20s who never experienced what we may have experienced, and so you got somebody in there who thought that was
That's
okay.
A bunch of somebody.
Funny or otherwise.
It made it to the display.
Funny or otherwise. Accidental or otherwise. You can explain it away however you want to. But Michigan State has been problematic over the years anyway.
Okay. So you think that this was a low key, this was because it's right there with some mugs. Like it's on a table.
Apology not accepted.
Okay. So we're not accepting Michigan State's apology. But more importantly, who's sending their child there?
People.
866-801-8255.
Post-racial people who don't see color.
Here's it. We sincerely apologize to our community members.
Not even believable.
And have immediately removed the display. Additionally, after the Wharton Center reported the incident. What's the incident? Did the incident happen? It agreed to provide employees and volunteers with racial bias training.
No, training. All right.
That focuses on the impact and understanding of intentional and unintentional racial bias. What does that look like, Latasha Morrison? What is the training?
They brought in Starbucks executives.
Exactly. That coded word,
race?
When we start talking about the training, like that's $1 billion business. But
back up.
Oh,
Back up.
yeah.
Hold on. This is right up there with the Finn domination.
Yeah, I
that I'm
need to
going to
get in on
into
that.
this.
Yeah.
Now explain this. You said this is $1 billion.
That diversity business, like diversity
And
training,
inclusion, right.
and really not even inclusion, but like diversity and like what you would say cultural intelligence, like you know, that type of training.
Right up
but
my
it's
alley.
not really anti-racism training. And in America, with the systems that we have, how we deal with systemic racism, you need that along with anti-racism training. So when they talk about racial bias training, that's coded to me because, like, first of all, who's doing the training?
Okay.
What organization?
Wait, you're saying this is $1 billion industry?
Yeah, that's the part
The
we
diversity
trying to...
industry.
We back.
Yeah.
We saying something right now. So what you're saying is there's a whole industry of people like Michigan State who, when they do stuff like this, they need to pick up the phone and call somebody to come in and train
do a
their
training.
people.
Yeah.
Right.
And are they bringing in people of color?
No. Get back. So back up. How much do they pay?
Yeah, that's
Lamont and I want to know, how much do they
right
pay?
I'm pretty sure that Starbucks paid probably hundreds of thousands for that one-day training that they did.
We could write that. We could write that.
I think we're experts.
Yeah.
I could train some people.
I don't think you need common.
No. This
Yeah.
Lamont.
I could, I could set the stage.
Because you do the humor
Right,
part,
right.
And then I'll come
And I
in
and
like,
I'm
you racist ass, racist.
Yeah.
Yeah, make
then
her
they
feel
gonna fire
bad.
you.
No, they won't fire me. I'm here to
We'll
make.
have- we'll
But
have-
it's
white
needed. It's
fragility of-
really needed in every company. But
Yeah.
like, there's this book, Diversity Inc., by Pamela Newkirk, and that's she really breaks it down, like just the money making part of the business, but how it's not really making it safer for Black people in these companies.
It's just like
and it's
any
not
other
changing
training that you take.
Yeah,
at
it's
work.
not changing the the outcomes as it
Right.
relates to how many CEOs we have that are people of color, or
on.
all of that stuff.
I mean,
So,
even the
yeah.
sexual harassment training, because
Yeah.
like in
It's
my syllabus
online
now,
at
we
my
have
job.
to
Yeah,
we
it's
have to put
online.
everything on our syllabus and
Yeah.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's not stopping people from
At
sexually
all.
harassing.
Right.
It's just letting you know I said it, and so if you get caught,
Right, it's on you.
It's
We
on
are
you.
not
Yeah.
liable
Right.
Because
anymore.
if it's not accompanied by strategy and system change, all you're doing is to feel good
Yeah.
training to say that, well, we had this training, but how are you implementing it into your systems and how are you deconstructing the way you do business in order to get rid of biases?
Karen, I
you
think
know?
we need to get in on that.
No,
We could do
we-
because
no, after
we
the
could
show-
get it down to an hour.
Listen,
Because
after
we could
the
do
show,
we could do breakout sessions, right? And it's 1-to-1. Get with your partner, and now for the next 10 minutes, we're gonna try not to be an asshole to your partner.
right.